Shalom, family. We're going to touch on how to make a quick and easy oat milk. All you need is some oats. This is whole grain oats, and you would need either distilled water or, like me, I'm just going to use some filtered water and a bowl. You're going to need some vanilla extract to flavor your oat milk. And to add a tad bit of sweetness, we're going to use a little bit of pure cane sugar. Let me open it so that you can actually see that it's pure cane sugar. That's it. Pure cane sugar. Okay? So I've done it. I gotten ahead of the process. Shalom, chosen one, indeed. I've gotten ahead of the process. I'm just going to show an easy recipe on how to make oat milk at home in a matter of minutes to substitute for any homogenized milk that you would normally use in your baking for cereal. Yeah, same thing. Coffee, you can put it in your coffee. So all you need is whole grains, vanilla extract, and I'm going to use pure cane sugar as a sweetener. And so that's it. So all you would do, Shalom will make money. All you would need, and remember the oat bag that I strained the soda fruit with? So I have it over a sieve, like this, if you can see that, over a metal bowl. And so that's all. We're going to just sift this oat milk right into our bowl. So you need distilled water, filtered water. Shalom, Mary C. I'm piggybacking off of your milk thing. So we're making oat milk. And so all I did while you were talking on your live is I started ahead of time. I just put some oats into my water, my filtered water. If you choose to use distilled, you can. And this is all you really need to do to make oat milk. You can make almond milk the exact same way. So you don't have to, if you like to store milk or keep it on your shelves, perfect. It works for all of us. But if you're in a pinch and you have oats, make milk. You can bake with it, the same process. So this is simple. I've allowed this to soak the entire time our sister was live. And it's just been sitting in water. Nothing else added to this, just my oats and water. Here's the bag I opened to use. I use half this bag, and this bag is 14 ounces. So I use about maybe, you're going to say 7 ounces or 6 ounces of the oats into maybe half a gallon of water. So this is simple, really simple. I'm going to pull you back a tiny bit. My oat milk bag, my nut milk bag is over my sieve, and we're just going to pour our mixture right in on top. So if I'm not answering the chat, forgive me, I'm not paying attention, but I'll come back and try and look. So you just want to now sift this through. Oh, y'all are chatting with each other. You're so loving, so sweet. Okay, so my hands are clean, of course. If you want, you can wear gloves. Oat milk is thicker than homogenized milk. As you can see, it's very thick. So you just want to squeeze this through into your sieve through your nut bag. Just get a good squeeze. If you like, you can put gloves on. I'm a sensory person. Kind of like, I guess you could say, children that have autism, they sometimes sensitive to touch and feel and smell. Well, I'm kind of that way. I like to feel things so that I can understand the consistency of it. So, okay, that's pretty much done. I'm going to pour the rest of my milk into my nut bag and repeat this process. And you can make as much or as little as you need or want. It's up to you. As you can see, I'm quite country. As someone said in Mary's live, old school, I don't have recipes for a lot of things. I go by feel and touch. So I'm just going to continue to squeeze all of my milk out and into my bowl. And then I'll show you the consistency of what that looked like. And oh, sorry, I hit you. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to move this over run wash my hands, come back and show you what we've done. So you can allow this to finish sifting through as you know, to get all of your milk out. But as you can see, this is regular oat milk that you buy in the store. And I think they're charging people for half a gallon of this stuff, maybe $6 or $7. Ridiculous for what we just done, right? So we're going to add in a little bit of vanilla extract. I don't measure, forgive me for that. I just go by what I feel, see, and taste. So I'm going to put 1/4 of a teaspoon in this amount. And I'm going to sweeten it with pure cane sugar. Or you can use honey or guave, whichever makes you happy. This is what I happen to have. And it's a little healthier than granulated sugar. And this is one teaspoon. And that's all I'm going to add. You can throw in a pinch of salt if you like. But they're charging pretty good for this simple recipe. All we used was a little bit of vanilla extract, a little bit of sugar, or guave, or honey, and some oats. And if I'm going to be 100% real with you, a lady that works with my husband, she brings these in from the food bank and she leave them on the table. He brings them home. I throw them in a 5-gallon bucket. And when we don't have milk and I want to bake, guess what get poured out of that bucket? Oats. And now we have oat milk. What do? Next, throw it in a good old mason jar. Stick it in your refrigerator. And you just made your own milk in literally in less than 30 minutes. It doesn't take that long to sit and soak through. Now again, I didn't make a lot because I just wanted to show how simple you can create this in your kitchen on your own. Refrigerated, this will last in your refrigerator probably longer than the milk you buy from the store. This can, as long as you keep it cool and refrigerated, it will stay for more than 2 weeks. So I'm going to jump in the chat and see what my family is talking about. This is my first live, everybody. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Y'all are just loving and chatting. Get it, people. Get it. Okay. So that was my quick little demonstration of how you can create and make your own oat milk. Now my oats will continue to sift over here and put out more milk, and I'm going to allow it to. And then once it's completely drained and sifted, I'll add it to, I'll add the remaining of my milk that's coming through here back into my jar and move around, do my baking and my cooking and all of that with my oat milk. And again, when you run to the store, I want you to check the prices of what they charging for almond milk, oat milk, and all of these fancy concoctions that literally 1 or 2, maybe 3 ingredients at best, when you can just make this stuff at home. If you use almonds, you would soak your almonds the same way in the milk. Almonds, cashews, any nut that you can soak in water can turn into a milk. It'll take a little longer because your nuts are harder, but just allow them to sit, and then you would just take the milk and put it in a blender, blend it all up, strain it through the nut bag the same way, season it with some vanilla and a little bit of sugar or guave, and you've just made your own milk. So I want to thank you all for coming and sitting with me for this brief little video. I'll come back a little later with another video on, I guess we're going to call it new preparedness. From my perspective, this is the knowledge of what goes on in my head. And if anyone have any questions or want me to do anything or show something, you can kind of drop it in the chat now, and I'll get to work on it from my, like I said, all of these things that I do is from my perspective, how I view it, what I'm doing, what I will be doing, and I invite you to come along with me for the ride. But as of now, I'm going to say shalom, and I love you. Have a wonderful day until we run across each other's path again. Oh yeah, you can use your cheesecloth, Old McMoney, the same way I use my nut bags. The difference between cheesecloth and nut bag material, it's a little bit thicker. And of course it comes with a drawstring, as to where your cheesecloth, it's just cloth. And so yeah, I can pull this to keep, gnats or whatever out. I can also take this and hang it from my counter, and I'm like so. Let me see if I can get it in here. Yeah, just like so, to allow this to drip. That way I don't have to stand and hold it. The weight and gravity of things with a nut bag will allow it to continue to sift out all of your product. But that's the only difference. Cheesecloths work just as well. And if you can get those affordable, go with it. It's what worked for you. But I love you all, and I appreciate you coming in. Thanks for stopping by. See you in the next video. Shalom.